Utilizing the OMICRON GOOSE Configuration module, you can make the CMC test set send and receive IEC 61850 GOOSE messages. For simplicity, this video will only cover receiving GOOSE signals. GOOSE signals are mainly used for transmitting binary information, for example circuit breaker positions, trip signals of protection relays, or interlockings. They are sent as multicast messages on the substation's Ethernet network. Therefore, they can be received by all CMCs with an Ethernet port. With the GOOSE Configuration module, you specify which GOOSE and which data within the GOOSE to receive. This process is also called subscription of a GOOSE. Afterward, the GOOSE signal is available in all modules just like a conventional binary input. If you are using the OMICRON ECO 200 as a binary extension of the CMC test set, and you want to subscribe to its GOOSE messages, then use the ECO Connect module instead of the GOOSE Configuration module. The GOOSE Configuration module is divided in two parts. On top, you find all binary inputs, and below is a list of all GOOSE messages available for subscription. Use these buttons to manually add GOOSE and the contained data attributes. But it will be more convenient for you to import an SCL file containing these definitions. In this example, we want to subscribe to two signals from such a file. Therefore, we click Import SCL and select the file. This window shows all contained GOOSE messages, and we have to select if we want to subscribe or publish them. We select Subscribe. Afterwards, we can check the imported GOOSE. It contains a dataset with 4 data attributes. The first one is a Boolean one, which is the trip signal of a protection relay. The third one is a switch position, which is coded as double bit. The remaining 2 are the corresponding bit strings with quality information. We won't use them in this example. Instead of importing the SCL file, you can also sniff the network for the GOOSE message. Therefore, you use the PC software OMICRON IEDScout. The PC must be connected to the substation network. Click on Copy GOOSE to copy the GOOSE definition to the clipboard. Then paste it to the GOOSE Configuration module. Now drag the data attribute and drop it on a binary input. The hardware input will now represent the state of the corresponding data attribute. The input will be active when the Boolean signal is 1 or when the double bit is 1, 0. A signal connected to the real binary input will be ignored. Finally, select the Ethernet port at which the GOOSE message will be received and apply the configuration. The GOOSE signals are now available in all test modules just like conventional inputs, and you can use them in the same way, for example as trigger or for time measurements. This GOOSE configuration will remain in the CMC until you apply a different one or restart the test set. Instead of using the real hardware binary inputs to map the GOOSE signals to them, you can alternatively use virtual inputs. Activate them in the hardware configuration. You will find more information about that in the Test Universe help. Just as you subscribe to GOOSE signals using the GOOSE Configuration module, you can also send GOOSE signals. On the second tab, you can map GOOSE data attributes to binary outputs of the CMC. Be careful when publishing GOOSE messages on active substation networks, as they might cause unexpected results, such as trips.